Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look today at the bunch of jerks, the Carolina Hurricanes, as they made a pair of interesting trades here, taking on some cap dumps from other teams, but they're pretty good hockey players. So we're going to go over that today. So the first one was with the San Jose Sharks. We were hearing a lot of rumblings about Brent Burns' name down to a team either in Carolina, Dallas, Seattle. And Carolina wanted a defenseman, and they got their guy. Brent Burns comes in from San Jose. 33% retention on his salary, and Lane Peterson. He's probably going to be a bottom six center for the Hurricanes. In exchange, the Sharks acquire Steven Lorentz, Itu Makiniemi, and a third round pick. So Carolina didn't give up the sun and the moon for this guy, but he still carries a pretty good contract, 5.28, which is a shade under Jacob Slavin's deal. So he is going to be in Carolina for a while. He's got three full seasons left on that deal. So you do wonder, by 40 years old, will this be a good move for Carolina? They gave up Steven Lorentz, who I think is the best asset going to San Jose. And he's 26 years old. He's an RFA. I don't know if Carolina was able to work out a deal with him. There's not much room in that top six for a guy like Lorentz. He's going to get a shot in the top six next season in San Jose. So I think that's a good fit for everybody, right? It's a win-win-win. It's a win for him, it's a win for the Sharks, and it's a win for the Hurricanes, right? Brent Burns comes in. He's a right shot defenseman. Probably immediately becomes the line mate with Jacob Slavin. Maybe Rod Brendamore decides to put him with Brady Shea, which would be kind of interesting. But Carolina's got a sneaky, interesting blue line here, right? Because you've got Jacob Slavin, Burns, Shea, Pesce as your top four. They just acquired Dylan Coghlan, which is a part of another trade we're going to get to in a second. Jalen Chatfield, and I don't think they're keeping Ethan Bear. So I don't think the Hurricanes are done yet. I could see them making another move here. They have $4 million in cap space, so whether that's another depth signing on the blue line or they end up just making a trade, that isn't out of the realm of possibility. So that's the first trade. And I like that for the most part. I just wonder about Burns, right? I think third. He was third last season in overall ice time out of any defenseman. So he's still there. He's an animal. So we'll see how much longer he could keep that up, right? The other trade, which Golden Knights fans are in a upheaval over their decisions here recently, and another cutthroat move by Kelly McCrimmon, that the Carolina Hurricanes could probably, get a guy here in Max Pacioretty who has a chip on his shoulder, right? Got traded for nothing out of Vegas just to move his salary. And they picked up Dylan Coghlan, who is a young prospect. Prospect's a bit oversaying it, but he's a 24-year-old defenseman. I'm still kind of in shock by it, but just because we didn't hear anything about Pacioretty getting traded. But this is a good move for Carolina. Again, a guy that has a chip on his shoulder for getting traded for nothing, and he can score. He led the Golden Knights in scoring last season. Yes, that's a little deceptive because Mark Stone was hurt, but Pacioretty is a good player, and there was no retention on that salary, which does have you wondering. But again, it's for this season. It ends this year. $7 million for 1 year. Bite the bullet, and that's it. Carolina's trying to win this year, and this deal helps them do that, and they get a young defenseman. So I think it's a win-win for Carolina. Vegas, I don't know what they're doing. They're a mess. But they did re-sign Riley Smith, right? So everybody's happy there. Carolina's defense looks different than last year, right? Because they had Brendan Smith, Tony DeAngelo, Ian Cole. So did they do enough? And I don't think so. I think the answer is no. Looking at that blue line right now, they could use another guy there. Like I said, I like Slavin, Burns, Shea, and Pesce, but if you're able to move Shea out of that top four and make him a third pairing defenseman, I mean, he can play top four. He did it last year, but like they would be as deep, if not deeper, on the blue line than they were last year, adding somebody else to put in that top four. So let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think of the Hurricanes trades here? They were able to take advantage of teams up against the salary cap, trying to move some, and Carolina gets two veterans to add to their forward group and their blue line. Guys, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go Canes.